Arena just told us how legendary relics are gonna work, what do they entail, how they're gonna work in the future, and that we're gonna be able to get one for free if we make a legendary rune. But should you do it? Is this good? Is this bad? Let's talk about it. Subscribe channel for more content like this, and let's get into it. So first of all, what are relics? Relics are items that you put inside of your gear to change how your build works. It makes it so certain boons give other boons. You can see that there's a lot of them here, right? Sometimes if you press a healing skill, something happens. Sometimes if something happens once you use your elite skill. Sometimes when you get damaged. Sometimes when you do damage yourself. There's different types of things, and sometimes are very important on how the build will work and how it's theory crafted. They're very, very important. And because there's so many, having a legendary relic that essentially makes you be able to choose in between all of them is very, very useful for you to, change in between builds very easily, especially in terms of all the characters, because once you get your legendary relic, every one of your characters will also have it. So here we have legendary relics are coming soon. The important parts of this post is that it says any player who has already crafted at least one legendary rune will be granted a legendary relic for free. Not the full set, but only one piece. That means that if you craft your legendary rune right now, you'll be able to get the full legendary relic when it actually releases. This means, of course, that the prices are going up. As you can see here, Charm of Ghost. Charm of Skill BLTC. You're gonna see that the items that this legendary requires is going up a lot. You can see here that it used to be 1 gold, almost 2 gold, and it went up to 5 gold instantly when this was announced, and then it went down a little bit more into 3 gold. Still a lot of gold, but a good amount. People are really interested in this because honestly, it's pretty likely that the legendary relic is gonna take you up way more than just buying a few charms of skills and all the other things that the legendary requires you to do. It's going to be way easier to do this way. In my opinion, it's a bit, in some ways, kind of sad because I wanted to see how the legendary relic crafting system would be. I was interested in that, and sure, it benefits me a lot because I'm just going to get it instantly, but it kind of sucks. I would have much rather if this would only apply to the people that crafted legendary runes before this was announced in the first place, because those are the people that really got fucked over because they used to have legendary runes, right? And these used to have essentially the relic part of the system inside of the room, and now it's separated, and those people got fucked over. And I think it's completely fair for them to actually have the free legendary relics completely. Honestly, I think I'm not sure it's fair. I'm not sure if it's good, but it would have been fair. But making it so everybody gets it for free, it just kind of sucks. I know that new players that come after the legendary relic is released are not gonna have this issue, but I'm not sure if I agree with it. They also comment down and to say that legendary relics will work a bit different than other legendary equipment, in that players will need to unlock a new relic effect for future expansions in order to make use of them with their legendary relic. This means that if next expansion, for example, gets relic of, I don't know, Soldier or whatever, that relic, you'll have to unlock it in order to integrate it into your legendary relic. You will not be instantly as it releases, you're not going to be able to use it. Because you can actually do this with and you used to be able to do this with legendary runes and the new runes that appear in the next expansion. This is not going to be the case with relics, which in my opinion is a good thing. I have seen some people kind of mad about this because it's like, oh, why relics are different? Well, the point is that relics are a new system, and not only that, they're very meaningful. They do kind of change the how the class works pretty significantly, and sometimes even defines how the actual spec works and how the build works. And they're usually tied to some sort of collection or some sort of achievement or whatever. So why would you make it so everyone just instantly unlocks it and they never experience this content? It won't honestly suck. And I really don't like that. And I really like that, this is the way it's going to move forward. In my opinion, it should be applied to all of the other legendary items. Armor, sigils, everything. I know people would get mad at that with me for that, but I think it's the right thing for everyone to have, things to do in the game. They also say, and this is something I kind of disagree with, legendary relics will come with all of Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure Relics effects unlocked. So the next patch that we're gonna get new relics. If you actually make your legendary rune right now and you get your free legendary relic, that will essentially instantly unlock the new relic effects from the next patch. That kind of sucks. I don't agree with that, because that's new content, and I want to be able to experience the new content. I don't wanna have to skip it. And I'm gonna get this free legendary relic, so I'm just gonna have to do it. I'm just gonna have to skip this for no reason, and that makes me a bit sad. Maybe they could kind of fix this by putting a special Wizard's Vault reward by, I don't know, doing some sort of collection that is part of the legendary relic, or part of the of one of these relics that we're gonna get now. But they probably won't, and that makes me a bit sad. Yeah, I'm not sure if I agree with that one. Yeah, and that's honestly most of the posts. Oh, it's interesting to see that also that they're talking about. I'm guessing they didn't really say it here, but I'm guessing that the legendary, if you get a legendary relic as a core player, if you get a legendary rune as a core player, which I'm guessing, well, you definitely can, you'll probably, get your free legendary relic anyways, I'm guessing. But then you probably won't be able to use your legendary relics that are from Secret of the Obscure until you purchase it. I'm guessing. We don't really know how that's gonna work. I don't think they said it here, and maybe it'll make it so if you don't buy Secrets of the Obscure before you get your relic, your free legendary relic, maybe you won't unlock the Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure, like all of the legendaries, all of the relic effects. Maybe you won't. But they do say here that legendary relics will come with all Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure relic effects. So maybe just automatic, even if you don't have it, as soon as you purchase it, maybe just instantly locks. We're gonna see how it works. We're gonna see how it ends up working, but I don't know. Regardless, overall, I'm kind of happy with the way it's gonna work. I think the people that have runes now, and they used to have runes, are getting compensated correctly. I'm kind of sad that, well, for example, I'm doing this rune, this legendary rune, to get this one for free. I actually haven't done it before, and I'm gonna take advantage of this and actually do it now. And this, I do want to talk about this. Should you do it? We're gonna see, because the prices are going up a lot, and you should be careful around making these legendaries. So, what does this legendary runes entail? As we said before, if you make this rune, you'll unlock your relic. So that's why we're making this in the first place. Most of the typical things from legendaries, Mystic Clovers that you can get pretty easily by, transforming this into Mystic Forge, or by buying them from the Strike, Fractal, PP, World vs. World, and Raid weekly vendors. 100 Gloves of Ectoplasm that you can just buy in the trading posts, or get from Savage and Gear. Obsidian Shards that you can get from these places, very easy as well. Provisioner tokens that you can get daily from the faction provisioners. You can just click here in the weekend, it'll tell you which where they are and how you should do it. It's very easy. Just trade one item for the other. It's very easy. And the Gifts of Blood, Venom, Totems, Dust, Claws, Scales, Bones, and Fangs. That it's essentially just materials that you get from playing the game. You can buy them from the trading post. You can farm them. You can transform Bottle Magic into them, or Eternal Ice Shards as well. It's very easy, and just craft them from the Weaponsmith, Huntsman, or Artificer. But the one thing that is difficult from the legendary runes is the mystic aspects. These ones, they're a bit hard to get. You use them to craft runes, and you get them from runes as well. But they're very unlikely for you. It's very unlikely for you to get them. There's items that you can salvage to get them as well. And I would definitely recommend you from here until the end of the month, until this gets released, which should be in around. Oh, my bad. Where is this? 33 days. I would recommend you to salvage every item you have in order to get these charms, because they're gonna be, even if you don't need it for you to make your legendary, they're gonna go up in price. So I would definitely recommend you doing it. Now, what should you do with this? Do not salvage runes, buy them and salvage them. I really tried it. I lost a bit of gold. It was not worth it. I wanted to test it out. You can get lucky. It's a gambling, right? You can get lucky and maybe get them, but most likely it won't happen. So should you buy them in order to, and just insta buy them to just craft this? I think you should be careful with the market. As you see here, as you saw here, the market went up a lot in terms of gold. Then everyone probably just sold all of their stacked up charms to essentially take advantage of this. And now it's kind of stabilizing over here. I would most likely think that this is going to go up a little bit more. So right now is probably a good way of buying them, the charms, if you don't need them, if you don't have them, to make this. But just pay attention. I'll leave this little tool that I use to track prices in the description so you can check. But just try and buy them where they're not too expensive. It is definitely worth it, I think, to make your legendary rune, because you're just gonna get the full relic for free. I just don't see any way that it's not worth doing. But definitely don't do your 6 set right now. I would wait until after the relic gets released, so everyone gets their free legendary relic from this rune, and then all of the rune prices are gonna go down insanely hard, because you will no longer have to you'll no longer have that incentive to make them. Yeah, so I would just do one when the prices are a bit low. Don't take too long though, because you have 33 days. You don't want to, you know, forget about this one. And then for the rest of the month after doing that, all of the excess charms, just sell them through a trading post. And then after the actual release of this relic, then you just probably buy them back, because, well, they're gonna go down in price most likely. And then you make the rest of your legendary armor rune sets, and you have your free legendary. That's probably what I would do. That's definitely what I'm gonna do. If something changes, I'll definitely will let you know, and you should subscribe and follow me on Twitch so I can tell you if there's any change around this stuff. But that's what I would do. Yeah, I think that's the conclusion here, and hopefully you guys can, you know, make your own decision on this. They're a bit expensive. It's probably gonna take like 400 gold, more or less, to make one legendary rune right now, which is a lot. Maybe a bit less, maybe 300 if the prices go a bit down. Actually, I guess we could check it out, right? No, it's just gonna change a lot. I was gonna check the price of the actual rune right now, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna fluctuate through these days. Definitely don't. Yeah, that's also a good point. Definitely don't buy the prices at reset. Reset is where everyone's buying things, and probably, and also the weekend. Everyone's gonna be buying stuff in the weekend. I'll probably wait until Monday. Probably that's what I would do. Hopefully, I'm not giving you. Definitely take this advice with a grain of salt. I can't really predict the market completely, but that's probably where I would guess the price is gonna go down. Yeah, enough. But yeah, there you go. Subscribe to for content of this, and follow me on Twitch as well. And see you guys around. Love you all. Good luck with this one. Bye bye.